This is Canada Soccer Women's National Team Celebration Tour, our Match Day -1 official press conference with head coach Bev Priestman.
Thank you, Richard. Good morning, Bev. I hope you're okay. Tell us how is the week gone so far? What has it been like having everybody back in camp? And also, if I can ask, what are the rules on substitutions for the game? How will you be able to get everybody in?
Yes, I think firstly, it's been great to get the group back together. There was definitely an excitement even as players walked in the room, and massive hugs, and you could see what that moment meant, and they've all missed each other and I guess gone back to the grind of week in, week out. And so I think we used the first few days to stop and reflect and have a celebration as a group. I felt that was important. And then obviously the last couple of days we've switched now into preparing for this game, because I think we're a gold medalist team and we don't want to wear that on the back on our shirt a little bit and turn up at this game and take it for granted that we'll get a result. And so the team are really focused now. I think in terms of the game, it will be an official game, so 6 subs. But across both games, you could expect to see, all players feature, because I think they deserve to.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Derek Mendes, Post Media, please.
Bev, good to see you again.
Hey.
I guess I just to that point, I know you guys want to win these 2 games. It's important to win these 2 games at home, I guess. But what's it been like for the group to be home? I know a lot of them were excited just to be back in Canada. It's been such a long time, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this would be your first game coaching back in Canada. I guess what's it like just to be home and just be around the Canadians, I guess?
Yeah, we felt the love, in the lobby of the hotel, in the street, etc. So it's been fantastic, and I know it means a lot to the players, the fans, family and friends. A lot of them haven't spent a lot of time in this country, and so I think it's only helping the moment sink in. And I think for people turning up, they're going to be part of history. This weekend in Ottawa and then in Montreal, it's a unique moment that we'll get to share with the fans. So yeah, it feels warm. That's the word I'd use. From the minute they walked in, that group's got a special bond. They did something really special together. But then, hearing from fans, you see young girls and boys in the street, they're seeing their idols on home soil, and I think that's really special.
Thanks, Bev. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
Since you've taken over, we've seen a lot of close games for Canada, a lot of 1-0, a lot of tight games, 7 clean sheets. With playing such a strong defensive front, is that how Canada's going to have to play going forward into the next tournament, or how do you see your team evolving from that?
Yeah, I think we've spoke about, obviously, the Olympics. We've done a review and things that we need to shift on. I think what the team has done is conceded way less goals than when I first came in, and we've made that shift, you're right. But at the same time, this team need to, convincingly beat particularly tier 2, tier 3 teams. And so, we're out to go get some goals in this tour. We have to commit to that. The forwards committing to being in the box, the quality of crossing, etc. So we've done, we're moving in that direction now to say, how can we score more goals? It's not something new, but at the same time, the group are committed. We know what we need to do. It's just executing it on the day. So for sure, we'll be a clean sheet team. We'll aim to keep clean sheets. That's who we are. That's what got us on that podium. But at the same time, we know that we need to score more goals.
Thank you very much. Megan Johnson, followed by Jessica Braun, please.
Thanks, and hi, Bev. Good to see you again. I think it's safe to say, a number of players have had really breakout years for Canada, and one of those that sticks out for me is Quinn. Wonder if you can just talk a bit about their performance this year and how they've really seemed to cement themselves in the midfield.
Yeah, I think Quinn, for me, is been one of the most consistent players from the get-go. I think they have a leadership quality on the pitch as well, that maybe off the pitch very laid back, but on the pitch, helps us progress the ball. isn't just Quinn was a defender, right? Was a centre back, and I think has really added a different dynamic to their game in the midfield. So yeah, helps us unlock defenses, helps us progress the ball up the field, and I think when Quinn's confident, we see the best out of them. So really pivotal player for us moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Joseph Braun, followed by John Molinaro, please.
Hi, Bev. Thanks for your time today. A lot of players coming, I mean, everyone's coming home to Canada, but Vanessa Gilles is coming home to Ottawa. Wondering what you can say about her performance in the back and what she's done for Canada this year.
Yeah, I think what we're very quickly learning, Vanessa is an absolute legend in Ottawa. I think that's, I think this city's so proud of Vanessa's achievements, and I think, to be honest, she is loved by Canadians in her attributes and what she brings. She's an absolute, will do anything to keep a clean sheet and do whatever it takes to win, and I think them attributes are loved by all Canadians. I think, Vanessa came in my first game, USA, #1 in the world, doesn't have a lot of experience, and absolutely smashed that first performance. And I think then you look at coming in the Olympics and the performances that Vanessa puts on. So I think, the fans of Ottawa will see a really proud player tomorrow on the pitch. It means the world to her to be in our home city. And I believe that actually Ottawa, in terms of producing gold medalists, I think she's up there in terms of history. So yeah, it's going to be really, really special. And I think Vanessa thoroughly deserves to be on show in front of a home crowd.
Thank you.
Hi, Bev. Thanks for talking to us, and I hope you and your family are doing well. Obviously these two games are about celebrating the gold medal achievement, but I'm wondering, with the CONCACAF championships next summer, I mean, it is 7 or 8 months away, so it is a bit of a ways away. But I'm wondering how much of these games are in preparation for that sort of tournament, and how much of these games will you use to look at the 4 training players that you brought into the squad as well?
Yeah, I think the first thing I would say is people will see some different positions from different players across the 2 games, where I'll be trying some things, because I think if I just stand still, we've got to keep moving forward. And I said that to the players in the opening meeting, as much as they want to take in that gold medal moment, and I do too, my job is to keep this team moving forward. And so, the fans can expect to see a few little positional changes within the group to try some things out while we can. And then on the training players, I must say they've been outstanding so far. And I think without Ashley here, we can potentially see a training player or 1 or 2 featuring across the 2 games. But definitely my priority will be given the game time to the 22 who earned that special moment for Canada.
Thank you very much. Globe and Mail, Paul Atkinson, please.
Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, not now. I think you're on mute now.
How's that?
Yeah, got you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Very quickly, you talked earlier about trying to make the players realize that they're gold medal players and playing with that mantle, I guess. You're obviously a gold medal coach. I mean, do you see yourself any differently when you look in the mirror? I mean, do people treat you differently? How's that transition been to be one of the few that's won Olympic gold in women's soccer?
Yeah, you know what? I think I just feel really lucky, privileged. I don't see myself any differently, but has the way people speak to me, and obviously in Canada, I think, people share that moment where they were when that moment happened. And I think I want to make sure that we remain and keep the success sustained. I think it's okay to be a flash in the pan and, go on and do nothing. I think I'm more hungry and motivated than I've ever been to make sure that we go now and do what we need to do to move towards succeeding at a World Cup, which this group hasn't truly done yet. And we, opening day, we had that presentation. What do we need to do? And done a lot of work on, why haven't we necessarily done the best at a World Cup, and what have we learned? And we presented that on day 1, because I think the players need to feel that we keep moving forward. And then if I look for New Zealand, this this is the game of their life. They've got nothing to lose, new coach, some new players in, they're a fresh, hungry team who, you know, are playing the Olympic champions. And so we have to go in now to games with that on our back a little bit, and that's new for us. So it'll be great to see how the players handle a different scenario than what they're typically used to.
Perfect. Thank you.
So we'll wrap up with one last question, just bringing back to the celebration tour and anticipation that this will be the largest crowd that Ottawa's had since the pandemic. So Bev, for you and the team to kick off this tour in the nation's capital, how much are you looking forward to this, and how do you hope this will inspire the team towards qualifying for the next World Cup and the next Olympic Games?
Yeah, I think when we set the goal of changing the colour of the medal, it wasn't necessarily just achieving that. It was actually what the medal meant to these players. And, you know, I have to credit them. When the world stopped, they found a way to keep going. And I think, you know, we've gone through a difficult time since this group were last at home. And so I think to share such an amazing achievement with our fans who've gone through a really difficult, you know, 18 months, I think it means the absolute world. So everybody who's in attendance to this game gets to be part of Canadian history. And so the players, myself, we can't wait to get that ball rolling. It's been, you know, too long for me personally to not be on a pitch. And so, yeah, I absolutely can't wait for that moment to arrive.
Thank you very much. That will wrap up our Matchday -1 official press conference, Canada Soccer Women's National Team Celebration Tour with head coach Bev Priestman.
Thanks, everyone.